Hi, I'm Emily with the Happy Ginger Company, and we are talking about editing our Showit template and customizing it. But currently, we're really focused on the WordPress side of your Showit blog, which I know sounds like a lot and can stress a lot of people out, but it's easier than you're making it probably. So, kind of like let yourself breathe out, and we're going to go over it. So, when you log into your blog, the first time, once you launch your website with Showit, they're going to send you a link to log into your blog for the first time. It's going to be probably your website domain, then /WP admin, and you will log into your blog for the first time. Obviously, my blog's been going for a bit, so it's going to look a little bit different, but it's going to take you to the dashboard area of your blog. From here, you're going to want to do a couple things to just make sure that your website's ready and looking good. And one of the first things is to add the categories for your blog. So hover over posts and you'll see categories. All you have to do is type in the name of a category, and then you can add a slug. You don't need to do anything else, and then click add category and it will show up over here. That's it. So add all of the categories you want to file your blogs under, and then just make sure you add them. And that's all you have to do. That's the first part. So make sure you add all your categories first. Then the next thing I want you to do is you'll notice on your template, some of my templates, the blogs are 3 across, some they are 2 across. What you really don't want is to have, an even numbered blog where it's 2 across, but you're only showing 9 blogs. So that last row just has 1 blog instead of 2. Or if you're doing if you have a template that has 3 blogs across, and then you've got an even number and you're missing another spot. So what you want to do is figure out how many blogs you want to show up on your page. And then I just want you to scroll all the way down here to settings and go to reading. Now we're going to click reading. And all you have to do is change this number here. Blog pages show at most whatever number you want. So like if you have an even number, if it's 2 across on the blog, put that. You can always change this. So if you do it and then you test it and you're like, that does not look right, I needed 1 more, just come in here and change it. And then make this number the same. And then save your changes right there. Don't touch anything else on this. The next thing you want to do, so we've added a category, we changed the number of blogs showing up on our blog page, and you'll have more blogs. So you won't just have 8 posts. Let's say you've written 100 blog posts. It will just show 8 blogs per page. So then people will click like older posts, next page, but this is how many it's going to show per page. The next thing we want to do is add some blogs. So first, let's go to plugins. If you were on advanced, the Showit subscription that includes an advanced blog, you can add as many plugins as you want. And I love a plugin, so you can add the ones you need. If you're on just the regular blog, I think you're limited to certain plugins. I like Elementor, but that's like getting a little bit more complicated. You don't need any more plugins, but if you want to do research and add more, you totally can. So now we need to add some posts so that our blog page is not empty. You're going to click posts, and I have obviously several, but you're just going to add a post up there, that button at the top. And so here's how you'll add a post. This down here is because I have the Yoast SEO plugin and it's going to help me with my SEO. But otherwise, you're just going to type my new blog title here. And then you can add a photo. You can upload it. This is a different media library than the one in your Showit website. So if you want photos on your blog, you're going to need to re-upload them again. I usually, for blogs, for my Showit website, I'm obsessive and I upload all my photos before I start customizing a template. But when I'm blogging for myself, I only upload the photos for each blog as I need them. So you can just click there to upload. Then the next thing we want to do, I'm going to add something here for my media library so we can look at it. maybe a little slow today. And let's say we just want to delete this block. We can do that. You can also add paragraph, which is just text, and you can copy and paste your text, or like I do, type crazy. When you return, you'll notice that that square comes up again. You can add a block, you can add a gallery, you can add a list, you can add a heading, browse all, there's tons. So you can style your blog however you want. And that will all come through here. And then if you click to the post part, this is when you can set your featured image. You really want to do that. That is going to make your blog page on Showit look good. Otherwise, you're not going to have a featured image and it's just going to be text everywhere. So always set your featured image by clicking on it and then adding a photo, which will pop up or you will upload. You can add an excerpt. That's totally up to you. I don't do it. Seems like too much work. And then whenever you want to publish, it's right there. You'll click publish here, but you can schedule your posts if you would like. That's an option. And you can change the slug, which is like what your website link would be for this blog, but it will just take your title and turn it into one. So you don't really need to mess with that. If you hate your post, I guess you can move it to the trash. And then down here, you will choose what category it's going in. So you can click one or more and choose those categories. And then if you want to add tags, that's an option. It's not something I really worry about. But if you want to add just a primary category, I often do this. And in most of my templates, I will have it where your blog will just list the primary category. So pick whichever one is most pertinent and go from there. And then once you've written the blog and then gone over here to post and picked what you want, then you'll click publish. Once you've published it on WordPress, you can go to your launched Showit website and it will populate, which means it will show up there and you'll be able to click on it and read it. It's fabulous. So that is how all of that works. And you should be ready to launch your Showit website.